In this video, we'll talk about whether it's possible to file an extension of a tourist visa even after it expired. Yes, it may be possible in some cases. Watch this video and I'll tell you more. So in this video, we'll talk about the possibility of filing an extension for a tourist visa even after it expired, meaning that even after your status expired. But before that, I want to ask you guys to subscribe to our channel. If you're here for the first time, click that like button and the bell to get notifications every time new videos come out. We try to do videos every week, and some of those videos are based on our subscribers' questions, comments, and emails. And this particular video is based on a question from one of our subscribers replying to one of my stories on YouTube. We do stories on YouTube every week. You can follow the stories, what I do behind the scenes, and also answer your questions. So this is about a person who came to the United States on a tourist visa. Typically you can stay here up to 6 months or whatever the I-94 card says. In this case it was 6 months. And that person overstayed their stay here. They overstayed the 6 months, they overstayed by 2 months. And the question is, can they extend that status? Now, in this particular case, this is actually one of my clients. They came to me after overstay. And what happened is that the person just gave birth in the US and they were about to leave, but there were some complications, there were some medical issues that prohibited that person from flying. So she was able to obtain a document from the doctor explaining the medical condition, and I was able to take that application and file a request for extension even 2 months after the I-94 expired, explaining to the USCIS the circumstances that prevented the person from flying. And in this case, we got a request for evidence from the USCIS where they specifically stated that this happened beyond the expiration of the status. That person had no status, and they wanted to understand more about the reasons why she overstayed. So remember, they did not deny the case right away. They issued a request for evidence, and then in my response, I said, yes, I've already given you the reasons for the medical emergency, and here's more documents. We got documents from the doctor, we got letters from another expert to say that there's no way this person could have been able to travel from the United States during the time that visa expired. We responded, and this case was approved. Now, it doesn't mean that every case can be approved, even if it's a medical issue. But I can tell you that typically with a tourist visa overstay, medical emergency could be a very good reason to file an extension even after an overstay, meaning even after that I-94 expired and you were not able to leave for whatever reason. If it's a medical reason, that will be an amazing opportunity to use that to get you an extension if you cannot travel. Because some people will overstay and then they will leave, and that is going to be a problem the next time they come back. So I always say to my clients that if you are able to, if you have a medical emergency and you're able to document it, it is worth it to try to file it even after the expiration of an I-94, because just like in this case, even if they had a 60-day overstay, it was better to file the extension because they had to be here for another 3 months after. It was better to get that extension because when they left the US, I know that the next time they're going to come back here, they will have no issues because they have a legal extension that was approved, and it will make their possibility to come back to the US safely with no issues, most likely. Because remember, people that overstay their status, when they try to return to the US, there's a big chance that the USCIS and the CBP at the border will find out that there was an overstay, and most likely they're not going to be able to, they're not going to let you in, and they will deem you inadmissible because of that overstay. So therefore it's really important, first of all, to try not to overstay, but if there's a reason that will prevent you from leaving, typically a medical emergency, then you can try to use that to stay. What could be another reason that a person who cannot leave after the expiration of their status and try to get an extension? For example, we had a case where a person had a business emergency where they were going through some sort of a deal. Everybody had to be here. His departure would literally collapse the whole deal and result in losses of millions to the company. And literally we were able to document that, getting letters from all the board members, from the investors, and we showed to the government that he had to stay here. It was only 2 weeks that he had to stay more, but he didn't want to risk it. He filed this extension, and he stayed here for a few more months while the deal was going on, even after the 2 weeks that he originally overstayed. And we were able to get that case approved because of the business necessity in this case. Again, those are not common. We don't recommend for anybody to overstay. But if there is a reason, like a medical emergency or some sort of a business issue, a family matter that you can document, and you really think it's a compelling reason, then it may be worth it to try at least to file, as opposed to just overstay and not do anything about it. So hopefully this information was useful. Again, that was in a response to one of our subscribers' questions. The person had to overstay, and we were able to help them get that extension approved. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. And remember, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you can get notifications. Click that bell about videos like that will help you solve a legal issue here. And also, click a like if you like that video. Share it with somebody who may need it or who may find this information useful. And we'll see you in our next video.